Hey YouTube, just got back from the camp out we had this weekend that we spoke at. That went so awesome. God did amazing things this weekend. I didn't get to post a video because I was out until Sunday in the afternoon, so this is a little late and I'm sorry about that, but I hope you pull something awesome from it. So I was looking at the story of Samson. What I've discovered, what I've looked at, and maybe you've heard this sermon a lot, it's been used a lot, but Samson had this great power from God that God would give him. But notice there was one thing that got Samson in trouble that would end up causing him, pain and suffering and ultimately death, and it was Delilah. Now, I'm not going to get on a whole sermon about how, a female or another person in your life is going to be a bad thing. That's not where I'm going to go. Actually, in fact, where I'm going to go is I'm going to talk about how there's things in your life that although you think there should be a major part of it, they're pulling you away from God. And what I'm talking about is how important is your relationship with God to you? You see, because there's so many things around us where it could be something small that could pull us away from God. It could be something like the music we listen to, or that one person you hang out with, or that one movie you watched. All it takes is one small thing and the devil can get a hold of your heart, get a hold of your mind, and pull you away from God. And that's what happened with Samson. Samson saw a pretty Philistine woman, and despite what his parents said, he said, no, I want to marry her anyways. And he got with her, and she pulled him away from God. And notice, he told her, she'd beg him, and he finally would tell her, hey, this is how you make me weak, this is how you break my covenant with God. And she did. She caused him to break his covenant with God, to not cut his hair and stuff like that. So when you go through this week, you start adding new things to your life. Maybe you've made a new friend, or you start hanging out with that one person more. You start going to a certain place you like to hang out with, and there's not any direct sin, but it's definitely taking a lot of your time. It's pulling you away from your time with God. Or maybe there's that movie you watch that puts bad thoughts in your heads, or maybe music that's just constantly echoing your head with a message that's not good for you to be hearing, or that's pulling you away from what God might be trying to tell you during the day. Then maybe you should consider pulling away from it and pulling closer to God. I've been doing a lot this week. There's a lot of new things in my life that I'm walking into that I want to be careful to make sure that God is the center of it all and that it's not pulling me away from God. So as you go through this week, just pray, spend time with God, ask Him about the things you have in your life and what it is you need to maybe pull back from before it takes you all the way away from God. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I can't wait to see what video or what topic God has me talk about in a week or two, and I'm totally excited to see where He takes this. See you next week.